So if your numbers haven't moved in months and your dumbbells are starting to collect more dust than sweat, it's not because you're cursed. It's because you've been training like you're on autopilot. Let's fix that. Alrighty, lads, welcome back to the new Dad Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Trent, and today we're talking about some pretty comfortable shit. I guess that's what we'll call it, right? So picture this, right? You walk into the gym, same time, same rack, same playlist, and without thinking, you load up the same weights you've been lifting since, I don't know, like fucking Kevin 07, right? And you do the exact same sets, the exact same reps, and you leave thinking, why aren't I not getting any stronger? We've all seen that bloke, and maybe you're that bloke who's basically got a timeshare on one machine. You could set your watch to his workout, right? And I swear if you filmed him in 2008 and again today, 2007, sorry, because that's when Kevin 07 was here, right? It'd be exactly the same footage, just with a slightly older face. The thing is, training like this isn't bad, right? If your goal is to just maintain. But if you're here because you want to actually see some progress and more muscle and more strength, more definition, then comfort zone training is a silent killer. So today we're going to break down exactly why your lifts have stalled and, more importantly, how to get them moving again without spending hours in the gym or wrecking your fucking joints, right? So topic number one is the comfort zone trap. Your body's main job is survival, right? Not muscle growth. And once it gets used to a stimulus, it adapts and then it stops adapting, right? It's called homeostasis. Think of it like this. If you run the same route, same speed, same distance every single day, at first you'll improve, right? But soon it becomes easy and your body stops making changes. It's exactly the same in the gym, right? One of my clients, let's call him Fred, right, comes to me frustrated because his bench press hasn't budged in months, right? 6 months. Same weight, same reps, same week after week. He wasn't lazy and he wasn't like skipping workouts or anything. He was just unknowingly living in his comfort zone. So here's the kicker. Your comfort zone is sneaky. You think you're training hard because you're sweating, you're breathing heavy, but that doesn't mean you're progressing, right? Real progress comes from applying just enough extra challenge to force your body to adapt without smashing yourself in the fucking ground every single session, right? So step one, recognize if you've been stuck doing autopilot workouts. And if you're not logging your weights and reps, chances are you're repeating the same thing over and over again, right? Topic number two, progressive overload and how it is going to be done right. So here's the thing. Everyone thinks progressive overload means adding more weight every single week. That's not sustainable. Like, not at all, right? If you started your benching at 60 kilos and added 2.5 every week for a year, you'd be bench pressing over 180 kilos by Christmas. If it only fucking worked that way, right? So progressive overload is just a fancy way of saying give your muscles a reason to grow or get stronger, right? Adding weight is one way, but there are three other equally effective ways. Adding more reps. So if your target range is 6 to 8 reps and you've been stuck at 6, push to get 8 before adding weight, right? Add more sets. Going from 3 to 4 sets increases total volume, which is a big driver of muscle growth, right? Also mechanical tension, right? Remember that too, mechanical tension, and make sure that you can actually recover from it. That's also very good. So not every single workout and every single exercise that you do needs to have 4 sets, right? Just be smart about it. Change your tempo, right? So slowing down the lowering phase, which is the eccentric, builds more tension and time under load, which your muscle hates in the best possible way. When Fred applied this, instead of slapping on more plates, he focused on adding reps first, then sets, then tempo. Within 8 weeks, his bench press moved up 7.5 kilos without sacrificing form or wrecking his shoulders. The takeaway, you don't always need heavier weight. You just need smarter progression, all right? Topic number 3, smart variation. Now, I'm not telling you to switch exercises every week like some Instagram influencer with workout ADHD, right? But there's a time and a place for variation. If you've been hammering the same lift for months and it's stalled, a similar but slightly different exercise can help break through, right? Fred swapped a flat barbell bench press for an incline dumbbell bench press. That change hit his chest from a different angle, gave his shoulders a break, and improved his barbell bench when he returned to it, right? The trick is keep the new movement close enough to the original to carry over strength, right? Run it for 4 to 8 weeks before switching back. Don't change everything at once or else you'll lose track of progress. And variation isn't about novelty. It's about finding the smallest change that forces the best adaptation, right? Topic number 4, life-proof training, right? This one is for dads, but in particular, right? If you're not a dad and whatever, you can keep listening, but it is what it is, right? So you've got kids, work, life, and sometimes you don't have the perfect conditions for a personal best, right? And that's absolutely fine. The secret is having life-proof training habits, right? So think about flexible scheduling. If you miss a Monday, shift the whole week. Don't just skip it, right? So if you miss Monday, but you're going to hit it on Tuesday, then just fucking International Chest Day on Monday becomes International Chest Day on Tuesday, right? Use RR or reps in reserve. And instead of chasing a set number, train by effort. So aim for like a 2, 3, or 1 RIR on main lifts, right? Know when to back off. If you're running on 3 hours sleep and maybe you should fucking hit a deload or focus on form instead of pushing max loads, right? The goal is consistency over perfection. You might not add 20 kilos to your squat this year, but you're still training week in, week out whilst raising a family, and that's a fucking huge win, right? And over time, those small, consistent overloads will definitely add up. So, to recap, stop living in the comfort zone. Track your training and spot autopilot, right? Progressive overload isn't just adding weight. It's reps, sets, and tempo too, right? Smart variation breaks plateaus without starting from scratch. So life-proof your training so you can keep progressing even when life gets messy. And if your lifts have stalled, pick one of these strategies this week and stick to it, right? Don't try to overhaul everything at once. And if you want my free progression tracker to help you log reps, sets, tempo, and load, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. It's just all on a spreadsheet. It's easy peasy, all right? All right, guys, that is it for today. Now go and fucking dust off them dumbbells and make them earn their keep, all right? Have the best week. Smash your reps, smash your sets, and I'll see you guys. I just poked myself in the eyeball. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.